I'm here to read for you again. Hello, Cellulite and Love Tarot, or Hillary for short. Hi, how you doing? Welcome or welcome back. It is Manifestation Monday here on my channel. We're going to see all about manifestation, what's going on maybe with yours. And I just gotta tell you, I'm like, I don't know if you could tell on camera, but like I'm a little glossy-eyed. I did a quick little meditation to get grounded right before the reading. And I was just like, okay, I need to get connected to the same wavelength as, you guys, so that I can figure out what to, what today's message is going to be all about with manifesting. And I immediately saw an eye, like an eyeball. And the word I heard was like peripherals, right? And instantly I just felt like today's reading is supposed to be all about who you are in the bigger picture, in the grand scheme of things, right? Outside of your meat suit, who you are as pure consciousness, right? Who you are. Because I felt like, oh my gosh, it was so beautiful. That's why I'm crying. It was so beautiful because it just was like, source, the universe, God, the creator, whatever you want to call it, sees all at once. There's no blind spots at source, right? There's no blind spots. Whereas we in our meat suits have pretty much like straight on vision, and the peripherals get blurry, and then we can't see anything behind us, right? Not without a mirror, right? And then that's just a reflection that also depends on angles and stuff, I'm not trying to get sciencey. I'm really not. But I just thought it was beautiful because I just felt like, we all go back to that source. That's what we all are. All of our energy. That's why I like to talk about like it's like namaste, the light in me, respects the light in you. We are the same, you and me, you and everyone, good or bad, what you like, what you don't like. It's all a reflection because we're all one and the same. And if we get back to that source, then maybe it's a lot easier to come to terms with the in-between phases while we're manifesting, because if we can imagine it from source, then we can see the limitless possibilities for your reality, for what you want, There's enough of whatever you want to go around. There's enough. Okay, it just was so beautiful. It like not cracked me up, but choked me up a little bit. So it was a nice reminder. I love you. I love you so much. Let's get into this reading for you. I'm sorry it's been a few minutes. All right, I'm going to clear for you. Clear for me, deep breaths. Okay. Got like a little bit of nose running and stuff. It was lovely. I'm just going to put that over there. I'll get it later. Okay. Let's start off with the Moonology Oracle deck and just kind of get an overview of the energy here around your manifestations. It's funny, I saw 314, and I think I talked about in my last reading, my I love you synchronicity is 143. But 314 is you I love. It's you I love. Yeah. All right, Spirit, my higher self, my darling's higher self, thank you so much for using me as a channel to guide and instruct. I ask for the most clear and concise messages, information, feelings, and sensations to come through for the betterment of my darling and for the highest good of everyone involved. Thank you so much, Spirit. Thank you for being here. I hope that you had a fantastic weekend. Lots of rest. It is a rainy day here in North Texas, and I'm not feeling it. I'll be honest with you. I'm not feeling it, but I feel happy to be here with you. So, okay, Spirit, will you please connect me to the energy around my darling and their manifestations, their manifestation journey. A new start is coming. New moon. Oh, I love that. They're just like, yeah, it's coming. It's coming. What you're waiting for is coming. You already got it. Okay, that's a lot. You want me to see this one and then go through the other ones. Okay, step out of your comfort zone, North Node. Ah-ha-ha. Ah-ha-ha. I hear the Jurassic Park. Ah-ha-ha. Ah-ha-ha. Okay, then there's your hard work is paying off. New moon in Capricorn. And you and your loved ones are safe. New moon in Cancer. New moon in Cancer. I should have done like the Ron Burgundy mouth exercises for speaking, I guess. Okay, let's see. So around your manifestations, I'm getting the peripheral image again that I saw in my little meditation before I started. and that being your comfort zone, you know, what you can physically see. And it's like, if you are able to try to envision your reality through a higher vantage point, through a higher scope, what possibilities does that open up for you? Are you able to then see the bigger picture, then see that, you know, these little instances that happen that maybe make you feel discouraged about whatever, you know, your manifestation coming through, make you doubt if it's possible, make you doubt if you are all that powerful in your reality. If you step outside of that, can you see the possibilities more? Because I feel like if you did that, if you stepped out of your comfort zone of your current perspective and you envisioned reality from a higher vantage point, from source, I think that would bring a lot of comfort and ease to you. With you and your loved ones are safe. Like that's a reassurance. Like, you are safe. You're taken care of. There's enough to go around. There's more than enough to go around. You know. It also may be that with your hard work is paying off. I'm sort of getting the effort that goes into becoming a conscious manifester, right? It takes a lot of work to rewrite your subconscious thoughts, and sometimes I still get in this same kind of loop sometimes, where I'm like, okay, sometimes I feel like my subconscious thoughts are not great, and it doesn't feel like it's real whenever I'm trying to listen to subliminals or meditations, or just like really step into the feeling of the self-concept beliefs that I want to have, you know. It doesn't feel real, and then that feels super discouraging, because I'm like, am I actually doing anything? And so many times I had to be like, I can look back, you know, 4 years ago and imagine where I was. I can go look at pictures and see the look on my face and just the empty shell of a person that I used to be. And I can see how far I am now. I can see my light is back. I can see all of these things. And then that's a nice reminder that, okay, I have actually taken more steps than I realized, you know? And I want you to do the same thing. I'm not trying to talk about myself. I'm trying to encourage you. Like, yeah, I feel like what you're doing is enough, and you are making a dent in your subconscious beliefs. And if you can try to remind yourself, even if it doesn't feel real in the moment, just keep repeating to yourself, it is working. It is working. It's already done. You know, it's already done. If you just keep going back to that belief, that's a recipe for success, okay? I feel like you're already a new creation, right? That's the thing. Whatever you're trying to manifest is not actually anything outside of you. It is a new you. It's a new you. So, the new you is here. It is happening. Your hard work is paying off. I'm going to jump into tarot and just get some more information here. Okay, Spirit, give me some tarot here for my lovely darling on their manifestation journey. What do I need to know? How can I help them? Anything I can make them aware of? Thank you. Oh my goodness. I'm seeing the Six of Pentacles, the Two of Cups, and the Five of Wands, and that's sticking out to me. This is giving me, again, there's like this emphasis about there's enough to go around. There's enough love, there's enough prosperity, wealth, there's enough opportunities, right? It's not, you don't have to fight for your place, right? You don't have to fight for your place. There's enough to go around. Almost feeling like you have to fight to get what you want within you, without you. Feeling like you have to fight for that is a resistance, because that's a limiting belief that you feel like you have to sort of, I don't know why I'm getting, it's almost like a playing dirty energy, and I am not accusing anyone of trying to play dirty here, like to get what they want, but that's just kind of what the Five of Wands can represent. And I feel like it's just more of a mental thing, though. I know I'm not getting swords here, but I'm just getting the mental battle of being like, well, maybe I need to do things more like them. Maybe the way I do things is not, you know, lucrative enough. Maybe the way I'm approaching things is not enough. Maybe I need to copy the way other people are doing things. This, again, not accusatory. I'm trying to figure out like the best way. If you can fill in how this applies to you, if it does, let me know, because again, my perspective is also just from here. So I would love to hear your perspective about this energy, okay? I'm just sort of feeling like it's almost like am I actually good enough? Do other people do things better? Do I have to sort of fight my way to the top? Do I have to sort of try to one up others? And it's like, no, there's enough for everyone. 10:10 on the clock. There's enough for everyone. There's plenty to go around. I haven't even gotten actual cards out. I'm so sorry. Okay, Spirit, what do you want me to know? What do I need to tell my darling here for their manifestations, please? The silence is fitting because all of that energy was hidden deep in the deck. And normally the cards that come out is like the energy that you could basically be aware of up front in your day to day. And I love that it's almost being quiet because it's like, think about everything else. King of Swords. King of Swords. How did I know a Swords card was going to come out? I thought the Knight of Swords was actually going to come out. Interesting. There's that Five of Wands. Okay. Okay, we got Five of Wands. How did these come out? Like this. Four of Pentacles. Eight of Cups. The Emperor. Three of Swords. Okay, let me get your message real quick. Let me get this energy. This is emphasizing this disappointment energy, right? And this is all thoughts. I talked about how I actually like that this image is swords, right? It's swords rather than cups, which you would think with heartbreak. You know, with disappointment, you would think that would be a cups energy, an emotional energy, but really it's all about the thought connected to the emotions, right? It's all about the possibly unsaid expectations or unmet expectations. You know, it's the thought process. The ego mind is directly correlated to that sort of energy, which would feel like I'm not good enough. I wasn't enough. I'm not, you know, I'm a disappointment. There's no way for my needs to be met. There's no way for things to be reciprocal here, right? I'm not chosen. That's after the Two of Swords. This whole energy, I can't get what I want. I have to live in disappointment. And that is a thought loop, right? And very common for all of us. I feel like most people to live in. Some people it's harder than others. Okay? I feel like the King of Swords to this Five of Wands. There's that Five of Wands feeling like you have to sort of fight for your place. That you have to sort of be maybe the best of the best. You know, you have to be the one on top. Like the only success you have is if you're the one on top, but there's enough to go around, right? I feel like it's seeing things logically and it's stepping into your power with the Emperor. The Emperor, I feel like that is you being connected to your power and authority here in the physical, right? Here in the 3D. The Emperor is the why am I hearing the leader of his domain? I don't even think that's the right phrase, but I'll say it. The leader of his domain. Whatever he wants, he's going to get. And he knows that, right? He very, very, very decisive, very stubborn, very much in control in his power. But it's here in the physical, right? Whereas like if you're getting more into the spiritual aspect of manifesting, getting that connection to like 5D source or whatever, your spiritual connection, that would be more like the Hierophant energy. But I like that it's the Emperor, because the Emperor could definitely, if he's in the reverse, be in this sort of petty controlling energy, right? And I just feel like if you are aware of just how grand your actual power is, how connected you are to one and everything, then you wouldn't hold on so tight to a story that says that there's not enough to go around, right? That if you don't basically try to grasp at whatever you can take, right? Whatever this is, if you don't try to like hold on to it, then it's going to leave, right? With that Eight of Cups, like if you, I'm getting this is almost like someone searching for signs, right? That their manifestation is coming, searching in the 3D, searching outside of them, searching for something physical to confirm, and it's hard to let that desire go, because you're like, if I let that desire go, then I'm not focused on doing what I need to do, right? I'm not focused on doing what I need to do to try to make my manifestation come in. And then if I don't focus on that, I lose the opportunity, right? I lose the opportunity. This is a disappointment mindset. It's a limiting belief. Strength at the bottom. Temperance. Queen of Wands. Seven of Swords. Or Seven of Wands. The Chariot. There's two sevens there. And we got 2 8s. Interesting. I feel like if this is resonating and you feel like you're grasping for some sort of, physical answer outside of you, there's a real emphasis here about tempering that need to dictate how your manifestation comes in, right? Again, the broader perspective. Are you trusting that as long as you believe who you are, what you want, all of that, as long as you believe that, do you believe that? Do you believe that it's going to happen? There's a need to really dive in. And I wouldn't take just my word for it. I wouldn't just take tarot readers, any manifestation coach. I really love Manifesting with Kimberly. I think that she does an excellent job of explaining manifestation techniques, manifestation concepts through law of assumption. Neville Goddard, that's what I like to follow. That's what she likes to follow. She does an excellent job of explaining it in ways that are just really easy to understand. So I would really recommend that you go check out her channel. But she just posted a video today, and I thought it was so true. She was like, go do the reading for yourself. Go learn these things for yourself. Go buy the books. Go listen to the books. I've got a whole playlist of Neville Goddard audio, someone reading all of his books. It's a whole playlist on my channel. I think it's called Neville Goddard. I'm pretty sure. So many books. Okay, if you're a listener, that'd be a great way to go. Completely free. You get to hear Neville Goddard teachings. Yeah. It would just be really interesting if you dove into learning for your own, not just listening to other teachers, but believing that you can master these concepts yourself, that you can master your connection. There's a strength that comes with that. Being able to temper yourself to say, hey, I can let it be. I can let what happened, let it be, right? If I'm fearing that it's going to leave, then that's a limiting belief in me that says it was never mine to begin with, right? It's not mine. And I want to be confident in my ability to create. The Queen of Wands is so magical, and she's so confident, right? And so magnetizing. Her desires are magnetized to her. So I feel like instead of if things feel like they are fleeting, and you feel defensive about these things fleeting, that's just a sign that there's some confidence that you need to build within you, right? I'm getting learn how to not react to the 3D, and I'm not saying that you should tolerate boundaries are necessary, okay, especially if it's talking about people. I'm not necessarily getting a people thing, but there's a difference between holding a boundary, right? And that's all about your behavior, and reacting to the 3D. There's two different things, okay? Either way, if your 3D is showing you something that you don't like and you're feeling like you have to entertain it or else you're going to lose it, right? You're feeling like you have to entertain a circumstance or else you're going to lose it, even though you don't enjoy the way the circumstance is, then you are not navigating as a self that has it, right? If you, let's just say that you're in a situationship or whatever, you're dealing with someone that you want a commitment with, but they don't want a commitment, and so you're in your mind together with this person, but then you're doing non-commitment things, and that makes you not feel good. It makes you not feel chosen. It makes you reflect that you're not chosen. It makes you reflect that you're, if you're doing things with someone and entertaining a story that makes you not feel good, then you're not being the version of self. And you can walk away from that. You could separate yourself from that and just like be like, I'm not going to do things that I'm not comfortable with, you know, in my reality. I'm not going to do that. Because the version of myself that has what I want wouldn't do this, you know? Does that make sense? I hope I'm making sense. Okay, I'm going to get some more cards here, maybe for... So this is the struggle. If I release what I'm not happy with, I will lose it. If I don't try to hold on to what I can get, I will lose it. What's the solution for this? Ten of Pentacles, the Chariot. Ten of Pentacles, the Chariot. That's funny. New Moon of Cancer. You and your loved ones are safe. This is you believing that no matter what, this Ten of Pentacles, this prosperity, the success for what you want is yours, right? Believing that there's nothing that can stop you from this happening, right? Believing that you are the person who has this. It's a belief. And it's choosing that. It's intentional choice. Like I said, that doesn't mean that you entertain certain circumstances that make you feel less than, but if you decline those circumstances and you put a boundary up for those circumstances, is it from a place that's reacting that you don't have it, or is it from a place that says, that doesn't make me comfortable, and the version of self that I am wouldn't do that? There's two different ways of navigating that. Oh my gosh, look at that Chariot, the Ten of Cups. Only doing what makes you happy, following your emotional bliss. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Thank you. The solution. The solution. The solution. I love it. Okay. I just saw the Hermit. It's an inside job. It's an inside job. Queen of Cups. It's an inside job. Knight of Cups. Knight of Pentacles. The solution is to love yourself. No matter how long it takes. And that's not reacting. Five of Swords, it's like reversed-ish. I'm gonna take it reversed. That's not reacting. Oh my gosh, Five of Pentacles. Okay. The solution. Queen of Cups, the queen of unconditional love. First for self, then for others. Followed by the Knight of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles, Five of Swords reversed, Five of Pentacles upright. Got the Two of Swords on bottom, the Sun, the Page of Cups, Ten of Swords and Strength. Again, this is, if you love yourself and you believe that you are the version of self who's going to have everything that their heart desires, everything that their heart wants, everything that they deserve, then you got to show up for yourself that way first, okay? It's all about within you first. And it does take a while. It does take a while. But learning not to react to the time. Learning not to react to the time, okay? I do feel like with time, this will get easier, this non-reaction, right? Because I feel like maybe you're someone who ends up reacting, and then because you reacted, you feel like you messed everything up, you lost everything, right? Again, it's that fear, but it's loving yourself enough to say, if I'm scared that I'm going to lose it, then I never believed that I had it. It's kind of a repeat message. I'm not going to tolerate non-defensively. From a non-defensive state, I'm not going to tolerate situations, behaviors that the version of myself who has it tangibly would not tolerate, you know? But you also have to be willing to change your perspective about whatever you're dealing with, right? There's two stories that we tell whenever we're manifesting. One is the self-concept story. It is how the world reacts around us, right? Our place in the world, that we, you know, are successful or we aren't successful, that we are making progress or we aren't making progress, right? We are loved or we're not loved, or we're chosen or we're not chosen, right? There's a choice that we make in our self-concept. And that's why rewriting your self-concept is important. And that's all about subconscious beliefs. It's rewiring the way you view yourself in the world and how the world interacts with you, right? Then the other story is the story that we tell about other people specifically, or other circumstances specifically, our money situation, our relationship situation. There's two different stories. And sometimes we can get hung up on specific things not showing up, even if we believe that everything else does. There's a hang up with a specific story. And because that one thing may take a while to rewrite because there's so many ingrained beliefs, that's when it gets wary. Okay. Just choose what makes you happy, okay? Choose what makes you happy and trust that you can make that choice and step out of the circumstance if you need to. And that doesn't mean that it's not going to come back to you, okay? Right? There's a need to believe that pigs can fly, right? Get your head in the clouds, all of that, okay? This is also talking about, like, do you feel like your happiness is reliant on other people around you, other circumstances around you? Because the strength that you're building, the self-concept that you're building, could really focus on your own inner story first with that 9 of Pentacles and strength, right? Instead of relying on your outside world, it's relying on your relationship with yourself, right? This is why self-love is so important, your self-concept, how you're treating yourself, how you're speaking to yourself. Are you putting yourself into compromising circumstances that make you feel less than because you're afraid of losing it? What are you choosing then? You're not choosing your happiness. You're not choosing your happiness. But that's the thing, is to choose your happiness, right? Choose what brings you the most joy, the most excitement, right? Because manifesting should be done from a place that is happy and excited that you have this power, right? It's all about your perspective. If you can believe that everything is going back to bringing you what you want and what you desire. Okay, let's see. I want to see what you are doing well, okay? You don't need my approval, no matter what. But I want to see what the universe wants to tell me that you're doing well with your manifestations. There's enough to go around. There's more than enough, because we're all one. There's more than enough. Okay. Okay, Spirit. What's my lovely darling doing really well right now with their manifestations, their manifestation journey? Ace of Pentacles. You're grabbing opportunities that come to you without hesitation, right? And I feel like you're putting in the time and effort. The Pentacles can represent actual, like, physical labor, physical time, effort. I feel like you're taking opportunities, right? I feel like you're learning how to evaluate opportunities as well. 3 of Swords came out neutral. I feel like you're taking opportunities to rewrite your story on disappointments, whatever that could be. I feel like you're really working on that. 8 of Swords. Yeah. This is you not being trapped in your own head anymore. I feel like you're recognizing that. . Goodness gracious. Death, destiny. You want me to see all these? 4 of Wands. 3 of Cups, Page of Cups, Star. Okay. I'm going to put that there. I feel like you are learning that you have to let this old version of yourself go, right? You have to transform. You can't show up as old version of self, right? You have to become a new version of yourself. With the death, that's a transformation. And yeah, you had to be willing to let the energy of, you know, what is the word I'm trying to think of? Like unconfident, insecure, unsure. You have to let that version of you go and step into a version of confidence, right? You have to change your own fate. You recognize that destiny is not something outside of you. It is within you. You hold you and your story and how you navigate and how you show up and what you choose every single day and what you choose to think, what thoughts you choose to believe. That is the like secret ingredient to your reality. You. Only you. It's the secret and only ingredient to your reality. I do feel like you are learning more and more how to choose happiness, how to be stable for yourself, right? How to choose stability, how to not put yourself into situations that sort of can appear a little unstable, right? That would be something that you wouldn't enjoy, you know, even in the future. It's you showing up for yourself that way first, okay? I do feel like you might also be entertaining other ideas, which is great, right? Which is great. Maybe with that 3 of Cups, Page of Wands, I'm sort of getting that you could be emotionally toying with the idea of something different than what you have been wanting originally anyways. And I feel like if you're doing that and you're seeing how things are working out with things that you're less negatively tied to, right? It's, yeah, something that you don't have an old story to try to combat with, you know, then that's bringing you a lot of healing because you're sort of seeing your own power within your ability to choose other things and how they work out, you know, or how they don't work out, you know, sort of dipping your toes in the water for other things and seeing how that works. I really like that energy. You're very self-aware. Yeah, new opportunities, new beginnings. Ace of Wands on the bottom. Queen of Swords. I like this because I feel like you are definitely stepping into a place of power, right? I feel like even if you have struggled with feeling like, you know, it's hard to let go of certain things because you're afraid of losing it, it's not from a place that's as insecure as maybe you have once been. I feel like I'm almost just, it's like, it's almost, okay, how do I explain this? That energy. Maybe at once, if like, let's just give a person example. It doesn't have to be a person, right? But I'll just give that example because it's easier. Let's say with people before, a certain person or whatever, you were very insecure, so you tolerated everything that they did no matter what, right? You bit your tongue, you were quick forgiving, you didn't really speak up, you were always there with unconditional love, and you tolerated more than you should, okay? That was from a place of insecurity, of feeling like you couldn't say what you needed. You couldn't say what you liked or disliked because of the fear of losing them. Now I feel like this fear of letting go of certain things is not from an insecure place. I feel like you are confident. I feel like you are secure in your power because you've been testing things. But now it's like, because you're in your power, you're like, you're not going to get away from me because like, because I get to choose. Okay? I get to choose. Damn it, do the right thing. You know? Like, I kind of like that energy. Okay, but there's still, even if you're in a place of confidence, if you're worried about losing something because it's not going a certain way, there's still that lack of belief that it's actually yours, okay? But I do like there's more confidence here, okay? Yeah. I feel like you're choosing, you're definitely in a place of figuring out what aligns with your priorities and what doesn't, okay? And sort of taking mental note of certain habits, certain, ways that you spend your time, and how that affects you mentally and emotionally and in your physical, right? It's you actually taking stock of like how you actually show up physically in your reality. Pentacles, again, physical energy. Queen of Pentacles and the Six of Wands. I really like that energy. You are definitely mastering showing up as the version of self that you want to be. Okay? You're doing really well. You're doing so well. I love that. Yeah. This has been a hard journey for you, Ten of Swords. This has been very difficult. So I feel like this level of power that you feel is very refreshing. Okay, I like it. I like it a lot. The moon, oh my gosh. Yeah, there's still just like a little bit of hidden fear that you're working through. But that's okay, all right? That's okay. How do I want to close this out for you? I'll get some Moon Witch oracles and then I'll close it out finally with healing energy affirmations for you, okay? You like my bangs? I cut them this morning. I'd been thinking about it for weeks, okay? It wasn't completely impulsive. I think about things for a long time and I never say anything about it, and then I just do it and people are like, okay, well that was random. And I'm like, actually it was only random for you. All about perspective. Again, that higher vantage point. The universe sees every single angle. Yeah, okay. Spirit, will you please connect me to this Moon Witch Oracle and give me the cards that my darling needs to see for their manifestation journey? Thank you. Lunar eclipse. Open the door to higher dimensions. Y'all. Thank you so much. Talking about a higher vantage point. Open the door to a higher dimension. Ooh. I've got chills, yo. I've got chills. Transformation. Shed. Let go. Make room for greatness. Oh my gosh. Those butterfly wings, they're so pretty. And then, oh my gosh. Hecate. Change is important. Release the past. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, I'm going to get some healing energy affirmations for you. All right, Spirit, what healing affirmations does my darling need to hear today for their manifestations? Or generally, I'm not going to, whatever they need to hear. Whatever they need to hear. Got a few. Here and now. The future does not exist and the past is gone. I focus on the present moment. I have confidence in life again because here, now, there is no danger. Everything happens when my soul is ready. Beautiful. Okay, freedom. I realize my wounds create doubt, resentment, and guilt, so I work to free myself of darkness. I cast off negative thoughts. I find peace in my heart and discover the being of light within me. I love it. Inner work. God brings... Get your mouth together, Hillary. God brings me ideal situations for my inner healing. As I become aware of my weaknesses, I turn them into strengths. I direct my thoughts toward the light and see the positive side of every stage of my life. Darkness turns into courage. Thus, I get stronger. I love that. Okay. Goodness. I refine my character and overcome difficulties by remaining positive. I calm my heart and illuminate my intellect to transform shadow into light. I consciously manifest goodness in and around me. I improve my qualities for the benefit of all. Belief. I believe in myself, the beauty of life, and the goodness of God. Thus, I have the power to fulfill my dreams. The will of the Almighty supports me. My life is showered in divine light, and my heart opens to the power of the universe. I love it. Faithfulness. I commit to my mind, heart, and will. I am devoted to the needs of my soul. I trust in myself, in God, and in the universe. Absolutely lovely. I love this reading. I feel like it was kind of all over the place, so I apologize. Maybe it wasn't, though. Maybe that's my own perspective, and from a higher vantage point, it was completely on point. That's what I'm going to believe. I hope that it resonated for you, that you feel seen and understood, and maybe a little bit helped, hopefully. Not that you really need my help, because you got this, but, you know, the validation's nice, too, so... I hope you have a wonderful day. Tomorrow is Taco Tuesday. We're going to see who is talking about you. Hopefully all good things, but we will find out. I got to decide. I might tailor that to being a positive read for sure. Yeah, we'll see. Most of the time I'll just read whatever energy comes through, but you know, I like to have it be really good. You know? Sometimes. Okay, I hope to see you then. If not, no big deal. Have a great rest of your week or a wonderful life. Okay, take care. I'll see you later, and ta-ta!